Andre Ward returns to the ring after his year-and-a-half hiatus to take on Paul Smith. Now, if you listen to some people, you would think that Andre Ward had been out the ring for 3-4 years. He ain't even been out the ring for a year and a half yet. I think it'll be about a year and a half by the time he fights Paul Smith. Now, before I go further with this video, I have to address some of the things that are being said to and about Paul Smith because they're just completely ridiculous. One, apparently a lot of people on Twitter are saying, tweeting Paul Smith and telling him that he's going to get destroyed and he's got no chance and all this kind of stuff. And other people are asking him, why are you taking this fight when it's obvious you've got no chance? I don't understand. You know, I struggle to understand the stupidity of people in this day and age. First and foremost, Paul Smith has always come across as a nice guy. I mean, he's not someone with an obnoxious Marmite, love him or hate him type personality like Tyson Fury or David Haye or Floyd Mayweather. He's not someone that comes out and says offensive things which, you know, you either love or hate. He's just a guy that just does his thing. He's, you know, fairly mild-mannered. So I can't understand why anyone would go to Paul Smith's Twitter and send him tweets. Oh, you're going to get destroyed. You're going to get beaten up. What's wrong with you people? You seem like a cool guy. Why are you trying to bring negativity to him? If you think he's going to lose, fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But why are you trying to make a point of going to him and, you know, like trying to make him feel bad about himself? What's wrong with you? You know, that really says something more about you than it does about him. If you were in his position, I mean, where you've got a chance to fight against the best in the division and get paid a lot of money, I mean, what the hell would you do? Would you say, oh yeah, come and criticize me and say I'm going to get beaten up and this, that and the other and be happy that people are bringing all this negativity to you? What is wrong with people? If you think he's going to lose, fair enough, but you don't need to go and hound the guy and tell him, I mean, it's nonsense, man. And as far as the people asking him why he's taking a fight, I mean, they're even more stupid. This Paul Smith, let's be realistic. He's had a long, tough career. He's reached the highest levels he's ever going to reach. And he's probably coming to the end of his career. Relatively speaking, in terms of world level boxing, he hasn't earned much money. So this opportunity against Andre Ward is to earn the biggest purse, have the biggest payday he's ever had in his career. Why in the world would he turn it down? I mean, it's just insane. Imagine if you play football, let's say you've got a Sunday league team with you and your friends and you go play football and someone from Manchester United or Real Madrid or Barcelona or whatever approached your Sunday league team and said, we'll pay you guys, let's say 150 grand each to play Man United at Old Trafford. You know you ain't going to win, but are you going to take the money? Of course you're going to fucking take the money. Like what kind of idiot wouldn't take the money and go ahead with it? So anyone saying Paul Smith shouldn't take this fight or asking him why he's taking the fight, you are so stupid that you literally need to go jump off a building. I mean, how? I don't get it. I mean, that's just unbelievable stupidity. Of course he's going to take the money. Boxers only have a finite career. A finite time that they can actually earn money in their careers. So when you're presented with an opportunity like that, particularly towards the end of your career, you would have to be just unfathomably stupid to turn an opportunity like that down. Simple as that. So all this criticism and attacks on Paul Smith, you people, I'm telling you, you guys need a slap or you need to go jump off a tall building because you just, you people are like vermin or something. I don't know what's wrong with you. Let the guy live. He's just trying to do his thing and feed his family, man. Fuck's sake. He's not an obnoxious person out there saying this, that, and the other who's attracting negativity to himself. He ain't. So, you know what I mean? Leave the guy alone, man. Oh, this internet age is so fucked up because all these dysfunctional people can just go around insulting everyone online. You know, it's crazy. Anyway, to the actual fight itself against Andre Ward. If you want to blame anyone, fine, blame Andre Ward for taking a soft touch. I mean, when's the last time that Andre Ward took a soft touch, though? I know the Froch fans are going to be on this like flies on shit, but let's not forget Froch fought Yusuf Mack not too long ago, who's very comparable to a Paul Smith on a very similar kind of level. Okay? So Ward's coming back and fighting Paul Smith. Yeah, it's a gimme fight. It's an easy fight for Ward. But although he did want the Froch fight, but Froch has gone into hide. I don't know what's happened with that fight. Where's, the WBA was supposed to be making sure that Froch and Ward fought each other. I guess the WBA were bluffing, and Froch didn't want the fight. So I don't know what happened there. So you Froch fans, you can fall back because Ward offered to come to the UK and do the fight there. As long as it wasn't in Nottingham, he was willing to come to the UK because the first fight wasn't in Ward's hometown. It was in Atlantic City. It wasn't in Oakland. It was thousands of miles away from Oakland in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So there's no reason why Froch couldn't have fought Ward somewhere else in the UK outside of Nottingham. No reason at all. That's perfectly fair, but Froch didn't want it. He knew he was going to lose, and that's why he didn't take the fight. So, yeah, Ward is fighting Paul Smith. A gimme fight, a comeback fight. And also another thing as well is, although Paul Smith is probably getting in fact, I know he's getting a career high payday from what Eddie Hearn has said. I don't know how much that is, and it's possible that Paul Smith was the cheapest opponent available. And remember, Ward is now with Rock Nation, and we know Jay-Z's got money, this, that, and the other, but he's a businessman at the end of the day. So he's not just going to want to fork out a lot of money to pay anyone, particularly with Ward. The main reason why Ward had an issue with his old promoter is because they weren't paying him the kind of money he wanted. So now he's with Jay-Z. He's going to, want a hell of a lot more money than he used to be getting. And therefore, if Jay-Z's having to pay him, Ward, a certain amount of money, that means that they might have to bring in cut price opponents like Paul Smith to be able to pay Ward what he wants. Particularly if the opponents are not box office names or whatever who could generate the kind of pay-per-view sales or advertising revenue needed to pay both fighters a lot. If they're bringing in a top-rated contender who's not known to the public, how are they going to pay him the money he wants and pay Ward the money he wants at the same time? I'm skeptical about this whole Rock Nation situation, how much money they can really pay guys. So it could be that as well. It could be that Paul Smith's the only guy they could really afford at this stage. So it is what it is. Drop your comments below, people. Let me know how you feel about this fight. And you guys criticizing and attacking and trolling Paul Smith, man. You need to get a fucking life, man. He comes across as a cool guy. What's your problem? It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.